Hello everyone, Space Oyster here, and welcome back to Fire Emblem Three Houses, the Ashen Blue Lion Wolves. In the last part, we did another paralogue, and in this part, we will be doing another paralogue. This one called Rumored Nupitals. I just remember the name of that because it's a very distinct name. Anyway, this is the paralogue you get when you have Ingrid and or Dorthea in your party. So let's check out how it goes, shall we?
What's the matter, Ingrid? I never hear you sigh like that.
Oh, hi, Dorthea. And hello, Professor. Nothing's the matter. Well, nothing major.
You don't look like it's nothing major. Then again, I suppose you always have a furrowed brow, don't you?
Truth be told, there's rather a lot going on. It seems that there's always something to worry about.
What do you have to worry about? Or rather, what's worrying you right now?
Now? Oh, I really did not wish to bother you with such trivialities. You see, I received a letter from my father recently.
From Count Galatea? What a kind gentleman to have for a father.
I thank you. But the content within the letter is what I find troubling.
Let me see. Oh, it's a marriage proposal. For you.
Do you know the suitor?
I've not met him, though I've heard his name here and there. He began life as a merchant, but has somehow achieved rank in court, an enterprising noble from an allied territory. It's most likely that he wants the crest of Daphne that I bear, to adorn his family name.
Yes, that sounds about right. The jerk.
You sound as though you know him. Do you?
Yes, I must admit that I know him. He tried to court me when I was a singer. Best advice I can give you, Ingrid? Stay far, far away from this guy.
He's offered a sizable dowry, so I must at least consider it, for the sake of my family.
Dowry? Blood money. That's all it is.
Dorthea,
This jerk's entire fortune is soaked in blood. Do you want to rebuild your own house using that kind of money? I mean, it's all just rumors, but I think it still might be worth investigating. What do you think, Professor? Should we go check this guy out?
Yeah, let's go.
Great. Let's tell the others.
Really? Okay.
And yeah, that's how it begins. A bit sudden, but yeah, it's quite interesting that Dorthea got courted by the same guy who courted, wait, no, not Dorthea. The same guy that courted Ingrid, or is courting Ingrid now. It's very weird. Is courted the right word? That's what they said back in the olden days, but I don't think it gets used very often these days. Alright, let's go ahead and repair the Sword of the Creator. You can do it for free if you just rest on your days off. That'll give it +5, as the game already told us when it gave it to us. But if you have the resources to repair it manually, then that's a good option for you too. Alright, let's see here. Let's go ahead and drop off some of these excess items. You know, if I was a better prepared host, then I would be, doing this off screen. But, you know, it's always handy to do it on screen too sometimes. Yeah, we got some stat boosters to give people, but I don't think I want to. Alright. Well, is this really the party I want to go with? I hope I'm not forgetting to, give them stuff. Oh, right. So yeah, I decided to give the Speedwing and the Talisman to Annette. The Speedwing is because Annette, generally is quite slow. Her speed growth is pretty low. And, the Talisman is because, once she changes into a Dark Flyer, she'll get an ability called Transmute, which will give her a good benefit if she's hit with magic on the enemy phase. Let's see, let's let's see. I'm thinking of assigning an adjutant to Dorthea, since I do have to bring her along, but she can't gain experience in this chapter. So I'll go ahead and give her... Actually, nah. Now that I think about it, I don't really want to. Let's go ahead and give Balthus to Yuri. And Constance to Marianne. And then I guess, lastly, we do Ash with Happy. Where are you, Ash? There you are. What was I saying? Oh, right, courting. It's a very weird word. Why don't we use it anymore? Let's see. Looks like I don't have any extra items to give to people. I guess I could give someone that shield, though. Oh, wait, never mind. I did have an extra item to give to someone. The magic staff for Mercedes. I find the magic staff is a very useful item to give to magically oriented folks. Purely, especially those who have a lower speed or often have trouble doubling, so that way they can have a higher chance of one-shotting. Oh yeah, let's go ahead and change some of these skills around. Definitely don't need rally magic on Ingrid anymore. Don't get me wrong, rally skills are quite handy, but Ingrid's better off attacking rather than rallying on her turn. And then, let's see, what do we got going on here? I definitely want Fiendish Blue. Might as well equip Miracle, so let's go ahead and put that on. Annette, you want Fiendish Blow too, don't you? Don't you? She does. Let's see here. Yuri. Yuri didn't need anything. Excuse me, sleepy morning. Alright, let's go ahead and get Fiendish Blow on Constance as well. And I think we're good to go. I think so. I don't know. It's all in the hands of past Spaced Oyster, who I have no idea what he's doing. Alright. Yeah. This one. Or, wait, where was my old save file? Oh no, I lost it. I'll just save there. Okay. And then let's take a look at the map. Yeah, let's see. We need to get into a good stride position. I think Dedue still has stride equipped, so, Let's go ahead and get Yuri closer to the chest, so that way you can just open it. Although Boyleth can open it too, so who knows? Who knows indeed? Let's see here. Oh, right, and then as for, as you may have noticed, Dorthea is a forced unit, even though I haven't recruited Dorthea. So that's how these paralogs in part 1 will play out, is if one of the participating units is someone who you can recruit, or someone who you can recruit but you don't have with you yet, they will join as a temporary ally, or like a, I guess the best comparison for it is there would be like those,
The more we look into this guy, the more I see he's a monster and no good for my Ingrid.
No kidding. There's no denying it. We better get back to the monastery.
Hold on a minute, you brats. Hand over the girl.
Surely you can't mean me. Wait, did he send them?
This jerk figures he can grab Ingrid before things get too messy for him. Of course, we know the truth about him now, and he'll want to kill us and get rid of the evidence. But we'll never let him take Ingrid. Come on, let's hurry!
if you say so.
Protect Ingrid! Don't let anyone get near her!
Oh.
Haha! You'll never escape!
Ingrid is very capable of defending herself. But, yeah, when a chapter in part 1 like this, has,
Thank you.
2 units that, or 2 characters who can do the chapter, or are needed for the chapter, then, if you don't have one of them, that one you don't have will join you as a temporary ally. So in this case, since we don't have Dorthea, she's right here. Just temporarily, though. So it's basically like mission, when you ask someone for mission assistance. That's basically how she's joined. or how the game's treating her in any case. So for part 1, if you want to do a paralog, just make sure you have one of the 2 units recruited. But for some of the paralogs, it's best to have a particular one of those 2 recruited before you do it. With the case with this one is you want Ingrid. You want to have Ingrid recruited before you do this one, because you'll get better reward for clearing the chapter if you have Ingrid.
I'll cut through.
Alright. So Deduke can get close enough, but not Dimitri. But Annette can.
Thank goodness.
Annette's doing good. I thought there was something else I was going to bring up, and then I forgot about it. Happens to me a lot, really. But when it comes to paralogs in part 2 that have 2 unit requirements, you'll need to have both of those units recruited into your house before part 1 ends in order to get to those paralogs. I think I brought them all up before, so no need to be redundant there, although I am a mass of redundancies, so it wouldn't be surprising if I did, but...
I'll increase the reward. Now hurry up and capture that girl.
That merchant is giving orders to the bandits. I bet if we take him out, reinforcements will cease.
If you say so, Ingrid. But yeah, and then this chapter's got 2 clear objectives. You either kill every last one of them, or Ingrid escapes. So, if you haven't recruited Ingrid for this chapter, she'll be a Pegasus Knight by default. It's her default class promotion option, and then what am I trying to say? So this chapter can be quite easy to clear, knowing that you can just have Ingrid fly towards the escape. They do have a few traps set, so it's not a 100% guarantee, but having an escape map where the only person who needs to escape is a flying unit, that just makes me question what they were thinking. Oh, right, and then the other thing. This chapter was kind of funny, and I completely overlooked the funny bit about it. So before we took off to, or the premise of the chapter was to take off and investigate Ingrid's potential husband that her father was making her consider. So they were like, yeah, let's go investigate. And then you get the chapter start thing, and you're in a lethal lava land. It makes no sense. It's hilarious. I love it. Oh no, he's poisoned! Fortunately, Marianne can restore that. And get a level up from it. Yay!
Rely on me.
If you say so, Marianne. Let's see. Let's go ahead and take this archer down.
What's done is done.
And then... Oh, you guys are lagging so far behind. What is wrong with you? Let's go ahead and sort of the creator of this guy.
Each battle, a chance to grow.
And let's go ahead and keep moving Happy forward too. We want her to catch up after all. Let's see here. Let's go ahead and take out this guy.
Over already?
Good job, Ingrid. Why did I move you there, Ingrid? Oh, wait, that's right. I got 2 free units. Dimitri will punch this guy.
Over already.
Yeah, at the same time, if you are doing this chapter without having recruited Ingrid, then the fact that she flies also makes it very easy to keep her out of combat if you don't need her. So that way she doesn't steal experience and stays safe.
I will handle whatever comes.
Good for you, Dedu. You handle it.
Appreciated.
Although I suppose you can make this chapter extremely easy if you also have warp. You'd need to get the person using warp close to the X as well. But the warp staff just makes everything easy. I love the warp staff. Oh yeah, and then that's not something they explained for this chapter, but this is a map that tends to get used quite a bit when you stand on some of the lava tiles that are tough to make out when I have the enemy ranges turned on the way I do. But Yuri's standing on one of them right now. Dorthea is standing on one right now. When you stand on those and
Luck is on my side.
when you stand on one of those at the end of your turn, you take damage. So, so that's a bit annoying. One thing they also mention about them, although I don't need to worry about it, is that those tiles are also tough for mounted units to get over, well, specifically horses. So, you know, just another way they nerfed cavaliers and such.
Is that all?
I don't know why this game has such a hate boner for cavaliers, but this game really has a hate boner for cavaliers. Let's see, let's go ahead and get Mercedes over there, and a net up, and Happy, you want to heal. You need faith, because you just gotta have faith. Alright, let's go ahead and put do here. Yeah, that'll do. And let's open that chest with Boyleth. Let's see, I think that's a healing staff. Very handy item. Let's go ahead and just move Annette forward one, and healer. I was going to trade for the healing staff, but I forgot. But it's very handy to put on characters who usually have a low healing output, or those that those that have a low healing output, especially if they have a good set of faith spells like Marianne does. She is very good with a healing staff. Oh no, reinforcements!
A threat eliminated.
Good job, Dedu.
This is our chance.
Oh no! Ha! Missed. Oof. Yeah, fortunately, Dedu is offsetting the damage, but only a little bit. Let's go ahead and use a net.
That worked out.
Yeah, I probably play favorites too much with Annette, because I always feel like, well, since she's essentially a rally bot, I'm always worried that I'm not going to be giving her enough attention. But since I don't rally very often, it's not like I essentially don't give her it. I essentially give her too much attention because I think I'm not giving her enough, even though I keep forgetting to rally.
I appreciate it.
But, yeah, I find the easiest way to deal with these reinforcements is to just have everyone like bunch up, and then you draw the reinforcements to a particular spot, and then leave one or two people behind to handle them. Because they keep coming. I suppose that space the merchant was standing on would be a good safe one to take them out from, but that can be tricky. And it would be very bad to leave a unit all the way behind if they aren't able to fend for themselves. I do believe Dimitri and Dedu, in my case, would be good at handling that, since they have the healing focus combat art. They would be able to just keep their HP high even when they what's the word I'm looking for?
Done.
Well, they'd just be able to keep their HP high indefinitely, thanks to having healing focus. Ingrid, why are you just 1 point shy? What is wrong with you, girl? Right, you know what? Let's just go for it. Good job.
I'm not at my best today.
You did good enough. Who cares? Yeah, but I just love how free they are with the terrain in these games. Like, so many of these maps have terrain that flyers only can get to, and in a lot of other Fire Emblem games they have ways to wall you in, rather than giving flyers full freedom like this. It does make the flying classes even more overpowered, but at the same time, I just really like it. Excuse me. Alright, so let's go ahead and leave Yuri to handle those guys. He does have the ability Axe Breaker, so as long as he's equipped with a sword, and these guys keep spawning in with axes, he'll be able to, he'll have a higher rate to dodge. So he should have an even easier time dealing with them. I don't know if he has a vulnerary though. If he doesn't, that would be bad. But worst case scenario, I guess I can leave Mercedes or Happy behind, so that way they can keep him healed up. Mercedes probably would be the better choice because she has physics, so she'd be able to stay out of enemy range, but she's already right there, so I don't know. Annette, let's go ahead and let you kick some more name.
That worked out.
I'm getting a lot of mileage out of Annette today. Yay, ring! Right, and then there's a guy down there, and let's go ahead and heal up. And let's get Ingrid a bit closer too. Alright.
So helpful.
Let's see here. Keep moving forward, Dimitri. You got this! Wait, why did I use a vulnerary? You have healing focus, I think. I thought someone needed an... Wait, why did I just wait? I could have physicked. Well, it would be a shame to just waste physic, though. Oh no, those guys are moving too.
Enemies in hiding? Here? They are really getting on my last nerve.
Yeah.
Think carefully.
Yeah, so those guys, they're supposed to be like a way to counter Ingrid just flying directly to the exit. As you can see, their position, they blocked it right off. So if Ingrid had gotten too close, they show up immediately as an ambush spawn.
Who's next?
So that would be why you'd want to use the warp staff to get Ingrid close rather than having her just straight up move there. That way, if she gets close enough to make them spawn, then she would be, what's the word? Then she'd still be free to move. Why didn't I just equip the prayer ring? That's weird. It normally just auto-equips that stuff. Well, whatever. Let's go ahead and javelin this guy down.
I must stay focused.
Yeah, the only downside to having Dimitri training to be a war monk and, punching things is that I don't get to see him use his lance animation as much. He has a very neat lance animation for being a infantry unit, or while an infantry unit. Basically, the four main characters, each one uses one of the physical weapons in a unique way when they're infantry. It's very neat. Byleth holds his swords in a unique way. There's one class where he changes his stance, but that is the exception, not the rule. Dimitri is obviously the lance guy, and Edelgard has a unique stance for axes, and Claude has a unique stance for bows. I love it all. Well, Miori should be fine right there, so let's keep going. Keep healing her up, Happy. Yay! Level up for Ash!
Is this a joke?
No, Ash. You got speed. Speed is amazing. Why would you be upset with getting speed? It's weird that guy didn't try to use his gambit. They usually go for gambits. Well, whatever. We got the Devil Axe. So, they changed the way the Devil Axe works in this game. On the Game Boy Advance, what the Devil Axe would do is it would have a chance to backfire and deal its damage to you rather than to the enemy. It was hilarious. Never use the Devil Axe if you're serious. But at the same time, the Devil Axe
as expected.
could be handy as long as it doesn't backfire on you. The higher your luck stat, the lower the odds, but I think the odds of it still triggering are they're just too high for my taste, to be perfectly honest. But anyway, in this game, what the Devil Axe will do is when you enter combat while using it, then you take 10 damage afterwards. So it basically functions like a hero relic that you don't have the crest for. We almost routed them. Just gotta kill one more. Dedu, how could you let me down? If you had killed that guy, the chapter would have been over. Now we have to do one more thing. Ugh. Let's go ahead and restore. Cure that poison. For free experience, of course. That's Dorthea. I don't need Dorthea. I want Happy!
Quite helpful.
Yeah. And let's go ahead and move Dorthea forward, just in case. And then Annette will heal her. Yes, Annette is very sweet. Just look at how adorable she is.
Everyone will be so pleased.
Am I making...
Yay, rally speed. That's what makes Annette so...
I must stay focused.
Well, that is very odd. Audio just completely jumped ahead. I don't know what's going on with this thing. I'll have to get it fixed in post. But yeah, that's what makes Annette useful as a rally bot. Her personal skill is rally strength, and she learns rally speed on her own, and I think she learns rally movement as well. Yeah, this is a very strange situation. I don't know what's going on.
Ingrid, welcome back. Did you speak with your father?
I did. I just returned to the monastery.
What happened to the proposal?
As soon as I informed him of the suitor's unsavory tendencies, he rejected the proposal outright. Were we to form ties with such an individual, it would bode poorly for our family, regardless of the weighty dowry offered.
Oh, thank goodness. I'm so glad it all worked out.
You and me both. My father also insisted I take this.
A hero's relic?
Indeed. This is the magic lance Lewin, which has been passed down for generations within my family. My father and siblings have no way of using it, since they bear no crest. Father told me I should take it, and use it to protect myself with. He said it's far better used protecting his daughter than gathering dust.
Oh, that's so sweet. Your father really does mean well, Ingrid.
He's unendingly stubborn, but I am proud of who he is. Dorthea, Professor, I want to thank you.
Of course.
We couldn't just do nothing while you were facing a life of being married to a monster. I could never hand over my lovely Ingrid to some jerk who only wants her for her crest.
Oh, do I belong to you now, rather than to myself?
Oh yeah, Dorthea's crushing hard. But yeah, if you don't have if you haven't recruited Ingrid, you get a ring instead. So it's much better to have Ingrid for that paralog, so that way you get the hero's relic for her. Anywhoozin', I'm gonna go ahead and call that an episode here. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you all next time.